Good evening, students. Sorry for the late. Students, will you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the delay. Yeah. So, how you done the exams? Amrita, Harita, Janavi, Sanyu, Vaishnavi. Please, I know how you people completed the exams. Good.
Yes,
Any
sir,
other
did
feedbacks?
well, sir.
Well, paper was easy or it's normal, quite normal?
Yeah, it was little easy, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So just we will discuss what are the second term portions, and out of the second term portions, what are the things we completed so far, and what is our plan of action for the next session. So I need your help to complete this task. We'll discuss few minutes about these things. I think hope you know already we completed certain first term, second term topics in first term itself. Am I right? Janavi, Vaishnavi, Aditi,
Yes,
am
sir.
I right or wrong? Correct? That means I am not going to teach again. It's not like that. We are going to discuss, but first we will start with which is not yet completed so far. Understood what I'm saying? So because of the board, we will start with which is not completed yet so far. So if people need to give what so far we are not yet started. I will share my screen. You can see 21, 22 curriculum on the screen and we can discuss. So might be after vacation, we will come back to physical space. We can discuss very nicely with more questions. Yeah. So this is the second term portions: algebra continuation, geometry continuation, mensuration continuation, statistics and probability continuation. So in algebra, we done polynomials. Yes or no? Quickly. Sanyu, anyone? Aditi, Amrita, Vaishnavi, Harita, yes or no? Because I have to make an order and I have to send the plan. Based on your inputs only, I will send. I have to know how much you can able to remember what we done so far. Aditi, Akshita, guys, someone, please. Guys, will you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We have completed polynomial.
Polynomials done. So we are not going to start with polynomials. What about? Sorry, guys. This is 9th standard. Very sorry. You have to do with 10th standard. This is 10th standard. 10th standard second term. Yeah, this is second term. Algebra, geometry continuation, trigonometric continuation, mensuration, and statistics. Same kind of topics. Quadratic equations done. Done the quadratic equations?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What about arithmetic progression? I think we completed a whole algebra. So these two chapters we will do a little bit more elaboratively at the end of what are the topics so far we have not done. Circles we are not done. Constructions we are not done. Constructions we will do in physical space because so much it is reduced. It is only the two topics: division of a line segment in a given ratio, tangents to a circle we have to draw. And major is in this algebra is little bit major, and other than that, circles which comes under plane geometry and applications of trigonometry, surface areas and volumes, and statistics. We done. Probability is related to first term. Is it clear what we are going to do this semester? Guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it? Even in circles also, tangent to a circle at a point of contact, there are only two theorems we have to do, no need to do many things. When it comes to applications of trigonometry also, everything is there. Application of trigonometry, there is no many exercises and all. Just basic definitions and what is the meant by applications of trigonometry. Some problems related to heights and distances. Problems should not involve more than two right angle triangles. That means no higher level numericals. Angle of elevation and depression should be only with this. It should not be other than these three angles. So that means it might be 0, it might be 30, it might be 45, it might be 60, it might be 90, and 290 should not come in single numerical. So is it fine? Shall we start with applications of trigonometry? What they started in school, students? Anything they started in school?
So for us, they started quadratic equations, sir.
That we already done. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In any other places? That we will do again, but we will do circles, trigonometry, constructions, surface areas and volumes, and statistics. After that, we will go back again algebra one more time. It will be easy, so we will complete it a little bit fast.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So any others? What about others? Students? What about others? Need response from others. I need response from others. Yes, at least through chat you are giving statistics. They started statistics on you. Any others? Only 2 schools? Is it okay? Shall we start with applications of trigonometry? Parallelly, you can start your practice nicely. Because statistics,
Yes,
surface areas, and all little easy when compared to all other topics. So if you completed little bit tough topics, anyway, algebra we already completed. Applications of trigonometry we will start. Constructions we can do easily in physical space where you have to bring your geometry box, nice pencil and scales. And circles is also mostly it is disconnected. Like mostly it is removed. Only 2 theorems and basics of the circles. So major is algebra 2 chapters. Applications of trigonometry, surface areas and volumes is the major, and rest of all are lighter topics, I can say. Lighter topics, even statistics is also is important because they didn't detect much. Yeah. We'll move to the applications of trigonometry. See, when it calls trigonometry itself, we have to remember the basics of trigonometry. So 2 things we are going to carry forward from the previous topic. What are the 2 things? One is all the ratios. Anyone can give all the ratios from a triangle. I will draw a triangle with respect to this triangle. Anyone can give. If it is my theta, this is my theta. This is triangle ABC. I will give the names. This is X, this is Y, this is hypotenuse H. So can you write quickly what is sin theta, what is cos theta, what is tan theta? We know according to reciprocals concept, sin theta is reciprocal of cosecant or cosecant is reciprocal of sin. Cos is reciprocal of secant or secant, we will call as secant theta, or tan is reciprocal of cot theta. Will you agree, students?
Sir.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So then what is the sin theta from this triangle ABC with respect to triangle ABC? What is the sin theta? What is the definition of sin theta, madam?
Sir, opposite side by height.
So what is the opposite of
Hypotenuse.
theta here? So when you are defining angle which is opposite, which is adjacent, which is hypotenuse is very important to understand. Then only you can be able to define the ratios properly. Yeah, from here opposite side is X, hypotenuse is H. X by H, this will be Y by H, this will be X by Y. Another definition is sin theta by cos theta, or secant theta by cosecant theta. So all these things will come here. So here, actually, if it is in full portion condition, we have to use identities also. So what are the identities? For the just remembering purpose, we will remember the identities. Man, can you bring the writing pad for me? Writing pad. Writing pad, man. Yeah. So what are the identities? Harita, can you repeat the identities? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. This we won't use because they mention very clearly the problem related to angles and basic definitions of the trigonometry. That's it. So, but safe side, we will do higher level also, whether it is there or not, is learning is important. Next one. Apart from this, we have to know the trigonometric ratios of the standard angles. Who is going to give the table quickly? Can you find out the table and let me know how much time you taken? Can you type in the chat how much time you taken to complete the table? I will draw the table. You have to fill the table in your book, because this table is very important for our calculations here. Basic geometry and table is very important. Sine, cos, tan, maximum this is enough. But if you are able to remember, you can do higher level numericals, cosecant, secant, cot. Standard angles are 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. Your table should complete within 1 minute. That level you have to practice. I think I gave a shortcut also how to write all the values. Anyone can remember? Students? Guys, will able to hear? Yes, no, something? Students, please respond. Please respond, students. Yeah, please complete and type your time of completion in chat box. Yeah.
Completed, sir.
Yeah, just type your, I think it's less than 1 minute, greater than 1 minute, like that you type. No need to write exact timing, 1 minute, sir, 2 minutes, sir, 1.5 minute, like that you can type. I'm expecting response from everyone. Yeah, so very less people responded. How we can remember? I already told you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 divided with 4, everything and under the root. This will give your sign value. This is 0, this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by root 2, this is root 3 by 2, this is 1. Writing in reverse order will use a cos 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. So sine is increasing from 0 to 90, cos is decreasing from 0 to 90. When it comes to tan, it is equal to sine by cos. So take the 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 by root 3, 1 by root 3 is 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3. It is 1, this is root 3, and this is undefined or 1 by 0. For cosecant reciprocal of sine, undefined, it is 2, it is root 2, it is 2 by root 3, it is 1. Reverse of cosecant is secant, 1, 2 by root 3 or reverse, reciprocal of cos. So root 2, 2 and 0 reciprocal is undefined or 1 by 0. Cot is reciprocal of tan or cosecant by secant. Anything you can take. It is undefined. Root 3, 1, 1 by root 3, and 0. This is how you can remember the table for all the set of values. Hope you are clear what I'm saying. Students,
Yes,
is
sir.
it clear? Yeah. Now, we have to move to the applications. It's very simple. Applications of trigonometry. Another name of applications of trigonometry in some questions you can say heights and distances. Heights and distances is one of the applications of the trigonometry, but we are having the wide ranges of applications of trigonometry. Trigonometry we are using in many places, calculus. The major is in calculus in higher studies. But for your level, only heights and distances. Heights and distances means they will give particular data. They will ask us to calculate unknown things. Suppose if you are observing something from particular position, they will ask us to calculate. So we are on the ground and you are observing the top of the tower, and they may ask you to calculate the height of the tower. And you are at the top of the tower and observing some car or some person is at on the road. They will ask you to calculate the from the tower, foot of the tower, how much distance that person. So this kind of application. So I will draw. Visualization is very much important. First point. Suppose this is the tower and the observer. There are two things here. One is observer, one is observation. What he is observing. Suppose this is a person standing here and an observer is here. He is observing this person and he is asking if this person B is at a distance of X meter from the ground, then what is the height of the tower? This data is not enough to calculate the height of the tower. Definitely you want to give some other data. Suppose if the person is standing and observing with the help of your eyes, if I want to observe certain things above my height, I want to move my eyeball upwards. If I want to observe anything below my height, I want to observe this like this. The line joining of observation point to eye contact is known as line of sight. So the line of sight, if I am observing anything to the same height, this is horizontal. Understood? What is the meaning of line of sight? Your line of sight visualization is very much important. Suppose this person is an observer and there is a small tower on the top of the building. That building height is h. So I want to see, then you want to move his head and consider this height of the person is 0. That means it's ideal case, very small, and he's not, it's a point size. So you want to move his eyes and you want to observe like this. That means he is observing in this direction. Certain things which is at a height from his position. So the angle between actual line of sight to the line of sight, this is line of sight, this is horizontal line, and this angle is known as angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Because here they won't give any particular triangle. They won't give you any particular triangle. They will give only one situation. Based on the situations, you have to draw the triangle. And from the triangle, you have to identify what is the angle given, which angle is referred to what. Then only you can able to solve the question. See here, 80% of the question is understanding the situation. So for understanding the situations, we need particular definitions. One is line of sight. Another one is observation point and observer. Another one is angle of elevation. With what angle he is observing the object. He is observer and this is an object which is observing from the ground. The object is at a height h from his position. So if he is observing any objects above from his position or at a rise of h meters from his position, that line of sight is making an angle with respect to horizontal is called angle of elevation. Elevation itself meaning of height. How much elevated? Elevated means how much height you raised it. Next one. Suppose the person is on the top of the building. The person is on the top of the building. Suppose this is a building and this is a dead end and there is a road connecting to this building and a person is standing here. This is an object like a car or something. And the observer is standing here and observing. So his actual line of sight is like this. It's a normal line sight. And he want to observe like this. He is observing the objects which is below his line of sight, actual line of sight. So the angle between horizontal line and line of sight, in this case, this is his line of sight. This theta is called angle of depression. Angle of depression. Now, how I can mention angle of depression and angle of elevation at a time? It will be very easy. Suppose there is a tower and there is a small building. There is a tower. The observer is on the tower. The observer is on the tower. And there is a building. Sorry, observer is on the building and there is a tower like this. Now, observer is observing the top of the tower and bottom of the tower. If this is the actual line of sight, normal vision or horizontal line or reference line, anything you can say. If you want to observe anything on the top of the tower, this is the tower. And this is some observer position is at a height h from the ground. This is a ground line. And you want to observe like this. This is his line of sight. If you want to observe the top, the blue color line will say is the line of sight to observe the object of the top of the tower. So the angle between a horizontal line and line of sight which is observing above from his height is known as angle of elevation. Suppose if he is observing at the bottom of the tower which is below from his position, the red color line says the line of sight which is observing the bottom of the position. Suppose B is the bottom and T is the top of the tower, B is the bottom of the tower. The angle between actual line of sight and line of sight what he is observing, this is a line of sight to observe the bottom position of the tower. And this angle, suppose if I am taking theta, this is theta 1, this is theta 2, or you can take this is alpha and this is beta. And this beta is known as angle of depression. So if you understand these two terms properly, then our job is over. Then we can move to the straight away numericals. So basic ratios, basic trigonometric table, and the definitions of line of sight, angle of elevation, and angle of depression, how to draw the diagram from the given situations. If you are keeping in mind all these points, our applications of trigonometry 80% is over. Basic practice is required. How much practice you do, that many of tough numericals you can able to solve easily. Is it clear so far? Anyone having any doubts up to here? Students, please let me know before going to the numericals. Please let me know anyone having any doubts. Rita, no. Sanayu, any doubts? Yeah, shall I move to the numericals? Just type or say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just go through. This is a surveying instrument. Usually, civil engineers will use for surveying. We'll discuss in physical space. So, line of sight, angle of elevation, definition, horizontal level, and angle of depression, and angle of elevation, and some examples they are going to discuss. So, straight away we are moving to the numericals. Please go through the exemplar questions in this, and I will start the numerical straight away from 9.1 numericals. Yeah. The first question. The questions are simple, guys. Please ask me if you are not clear, and don't hesitate to ask me any kind of doubt in this chapter, because this is one of the important chapter where you might get more weightage. Yeah. So understanding, I already told you, understanding the question is very much important here. It is major. A circus artist climbing a 20-meter long rope. This is a rope. Circus artist is climbing like this, which is the tightly stretched. Tightly stretched means it won't bend like this. When he is climbing, it won't bend like this. So it is tightly stretched. Tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. So AB is a vertical pole. BC is the ground. AC is the rope. Find the height of the pole. He's asking rope, which is equal to 20 meters. He's asking find AB if angle ACB will be equal to 30 degrees. The rope is making an angle 30 degrees with respect to ground. Is it clear what is given data, what he is asking us to calculate, and what is the how to calculate? Which ratio will be useful to calculate the AB value here, students? Which ratio will be useful to calculate the AB value? Which ratio will be useful to calculate the
Sine, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, sine 30, sir.
Yeah, because here AB is representing the height of the pole, which is showing an opposite side of 30 degrees when I'm connecting to trigonometric ratios, and AC is acting like an hypotenuse of this triangle, which is the length of the rope. So the relation between the length of the rope and height of the tower is, with respect to this 30 degrees, is sine ratio. So from here, sine 30 will be equal to AB by AC. So please make sure your steps are clear if it is a descriptive exam. Then only it will be easy. You can able to solve without any mistakes. I don't know the AB value, where AB is the height of the pole and AC is 20. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. So AB is equal to 20 by 2, which is 10 meter. So this is, now you understood what is the meaning of applications of trigonometry. Mostly these applications we will use in military war strategies and navigation, ships navigations and all, they will use these things. Is it clear? Anyone having any doubt in this before going to the next numerical?
No, sir.
The questions always not be like simple like this. They will twist a little for your level. It's not like highly twisted. Just they will say this is a situation. The situation was changed to like this. Then what is the new lengths or new heights? If you say okay, I will move to the next question. You say okay, I will move to the next question. Students, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The next question is reading. I already told you again and again, reading and understanding. Spend time to read the question and understanding and visualize the situation. A tree breaks due to a storm and the broken part bends so that The top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degrees with it. Initially, the tree is like this. This is the tree. And it broken. Suppose it is broken at this point. If it is broken, what will happen? It leans like this. And he mentioned after broken, see, this is the total height of the tree. And it broken at some point. Suppose the A is the base of the tree and B is a broken point and C is the top of the tree. So now the C point is touching the ground like this. Now come to the question. This is a situation. And the touching point making an angle 30 degrees with respect to ground. The distance between the foot of the tree, this is the foot of the tree, and the touching point on the top of the, where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. So this height is this distance. That means the broken tree, the top point of the broken tree is touching the ground at a distance of 8 meters from the foot of the tree. That means its roots. Find the total height of the tree. He is asking AC value. First, we have to remember how to calculate AC. AC is nothing but AC is equal to AB plus BC. So our job is, if we are able to calculate AB value and BC value, then our height of the tree is nothing but sum of both the things. So AB is unbroken part and BC is broken part. At B only it is broken. So which ratio is giving AB value? See, if I am taking tan 30, opposite of 30 is AB, adjacent of 30 is AC. Tan 30 we know, it is 1 by root 3. AB we don't know, AC is 8. So AB is 8 by root 3 meter. This is first one. How to calculate BC? BC is like an hypotenuse of ABC triangle. So you can take either cos ratio or tan ratio or sin, sorry, tan ratio will not do. I'm taking the cos ratio. Cos 30 will be equal to adjacent side AC divided by BC. I don't know the BC value. So cos 30 is root 3 by 2. AC is, I don't know. Sorry guys. AC is 8 meters. BC, I don't know. For calculation of BC, BC is equal to 8 into 2 by root 3. This is 16 by root 3. Now total height is AC, which is equal to AB plus BC. AB is 8 by root 3. This is 16 by root 3, which is 24 by root 3. If I am multiplying root 3 by root 3 on both sides, this is 24 root 3 by 3. So answer is 8 root 3. If I'm going a little bit fast, please let me know, guys. Once I got the diagram from the situation, it should be very easy. Then only it means then only you understood the question. If you are unable to understand, even though after drawing the diagram, you are not clear with the question. So while you're drawing the diagram itself, you'll get one clarity how to solve this question. What ratio makes us to calculate unknown things? Here there are two unknown things. One side, one angle is enough to calculate all unknown things of the triangle. Hope you are clear what are the points I have mentioned in this numerical to solve the things. Is it clear, students? Anyone having any doubts? Quickly go through the question. If you want, spend 2 more minutes or 3 more minutes for the solution and revise, recapitulate my points, what I'm discussing with you, and ask any questions if you have. Please. Done. Shall I move to the next question? Anyone having any doubts? Please Respond. You want one more time discussion, please? Students, please.
Done, sir.
Yeah, next question. A contractor plans to install the 2 slides for the children to play in a park. So this is involving with 2 right angles, but we will do. So it will be easy to face any kind of question if you do everything. That's what my opinion. Very few questions only will come with the 2 right angle triangles. It's actually not 2 right angle triangles. Individually, separately, we'll get the 2 right angle triangles here. Yeah. The contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in park. For the children below 5 years, she prefers have to slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter and an incline and is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to ground. So below 5 years old, they are planning to install a slide. You know, suppose ABC is below 5 years child's. The height of the slide must be one end of the height. This is a slide where AC is a slide where children will slide over like this. So the angle of with respect to ground is 30 degrees. And she wants to have the steep slide. Steep slide means which is at a height of 3 meters and angle is 60 degrees. This is a little bit steep slide. So PQR is for above 5 years. 60 degrees. The height is 3 meters here. He's asking what should be the length of the slide in each case. So what he is asking us to calculate, which part of the triangles he is asking us to calculate. This is the situations which is depicting the question, correct? These are the diagrams which is depicting the questions. In this case, what are the slides? AC is a slide for below 5 years. PR is a slide for above 5 years. He's asking us to calculate the length of AC and length of PR. So you have to explain the triangle. AC is the length of the slide below 5 years. PR is the length of the slide above 5 years. Now, how to calculate AC? Which ratio is giving AC value? Students, please respond. Which ratio is giving AC value? Guys, which ratio is giving AC
Sir,
value?
sin 30, sir.
Correct. So, from triangle ABC, sin 30 will be equal to AB by AC. From here, sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2, AB is equal to 1.5, AC I don't know. So the length of the slide for below 5 years is 3 meters. From triangle PQR, sin 60 is equal to PQ by PR, where PR is the length of the slide. So PR is equal to PQ by sin 60. which is known as PQ is 3 meter and sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So this is 6 by root 3. That is 3 root 3. No, 2 root 3. 2 root 3. Hope you are clear what I am saying. So length of the slide PR for above 5 years is 2 root 3 meter. Yes, they are asking what are the lengths of the slides in each case. In each case, what is the length of the slides? So below 5 years is 3 meter is the total length of the slide. Above 5 years is the 2 root 3 meter is the length of the slide. Is it clear? Anyone having any doubts? Let me do the next one.
Yes, sir.
We'll have a break 5 minutes. Next question. You see this question, we'll wind up things. The angle of elevation. Yes, here the technical terms are coming. Little bit carefully, you have to draw the diagram. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower. Top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. There is a tower. There is a tower like this, and this is a ground. So where the tower is meeting the ground, that is called foot of the tower. So AB is the tower where A is the foot of the tower, and there is a point on the ground. The distance from the foot of the tower is C is a point on the ground. The distance between foot of the tower and ground is 30 meter. And the person, observer, is observing from C to the top of the tower. See, the top of a tower, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower. So if he is observing from here, where BC is the line of sight. So with respect to horizontal line, it is making an angle of 30 degrees. That is angle of elevation from C. C is the observation point, B is the top of the tower, A is the foot of the tower. The distance between foot of the tower and the observation is 30 meter as given. So AC is 30 meter. Angle of elevation theta is 30 degrees. And he is asking height of the tower. AB is equal to how much? So which ratio is giving to calculate the height of the tower, students? Is it clear what I done here? So in exam, only the difference is we are going to explain the things. Be able to understand what I am saying? Which ratio is giving to calculate the AB value? Please let me know. Which ratio is giving to calculate the AB value here?
Sir, tan theta. Sorry, tan
theta.
30, sir.
Tan 30. So from here, the tan 30 is equal to opposite side is height of the tower and adjacent side is distance from the foot of the tower to observer. So AB I don't know. AC is 30. So the height of the tower AB is equal to 30 tan 30. The 30 into tan 30 is how much? 1 by root 3. So the answer is 10 root 3 meter is the height of the tower. Is it clear, students, what I'm saying? Anyone having any doubt here? Please respond, students. Anyone having any doubts? Is it clear?
No doubt, sir.
Yeah, we'll do one more question or I will end up the session. We'll do one more question or we'll wind up
Yes,
the
sir.
session.
We will do
Sorry?
one question, sir.
Yeah. So I will give some time to do yourself. You try first. Simple only. Only the thing is visualization and depicting your visualization as a diagram in the question. That's the thing. Just try to draw how you are visualizing the situation. So you might get 1 or 2 times wrong, but third time onwards you will get correctly. So read the question, understand, and how visualize the situation and draw the triangle. Mostly everything will represent a triangle for your level. There are the questions which is not right angle triangles that will come in higher level, but applications of trigonometry is closed here. After 10th, they won't ask. 11th and 12th CBSE, they removed long back. Around 10 years back, they deleted the portions from 11th standard.
Sir, is the answer 40√3 meters?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to check. A kite is flying at a height 60 meters above the ground. How the kite is fly vertically? Never fly vertically. Suppose one person will need to hold the thread of the kite at one end and another end is a kite. So it is flying like this. Temporarily, the string is attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. This is a point on the ground. O. The inclination of the string with respect to ground is 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. Find the length of the string, assuming that there is no slack in the string, and this height of the kite from the ground is 60 meters. Suppose if I am taking this is A point, position of the kite, B is the exactly vertically downward position of the kite. So he is asking OA length. Which ratio is giving OA and AB relation? Sin 60. Sin 60 is equal to AB by OA, which is nothing but 60 by length of the kite. So OA is equal to 60 by sin 60. 60 divided by sin 60 is how much? √3 by 2. So 120 by √3. 120 √3 by 3. The answer is 40 √3 meter. Is it clear, students? 43 √3 meter. That's the answer you got, madam. Somebody said somebody gave the answer.
Yes, sir. I also got it.
Yes. It's very simple if you understand the situation properly. So we will go some numericals. There is only one exercise in the textbook. It's only some 20 numericals or something. That is the end of this topic. But I will spend some more material or some more questions to solve different kind of numericals and little bit higher level numericals, how to solve this. Sorry guys. So try to solve some other numericals from the textbook continuation. We'll meet in the next class. But other than textbook, we will do some more numericals also. Then only we'll get more clarity. If any question come from any textbook, how to solve. Shall I wind up the session? Guys, yes or no? Shall I wind up the session? Students? Yeah, we'll meet in the next class. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.